Greetings, Golden State Warriors fans. In today's video, we'll discuss a potential trade that could impact our team, the proposal to send Moses Moody, Kevon Looney, and a 2025 first-round pick to the Utah Jazz in exchange for Walker Kessler. We'll explore how this trade might strengthen our interior defense and balance the Warriors' rotation. Could this be the missing piece to get the Warriors back to the top? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Now let's get into it. The Warriors face an interesting challenge. They have considerable depth in some positions, which complicates player rotation. The team features stars like Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, who are undeniable pillars. However, there is a large number of talented players competing for minutes, including names like Brandon Peake, Jonathan Kuminga, Andrew Wiggins, and Moses Moody. This abundance of talent is a good problem to have. But it also raises questions about how to maximize the development of everyone, especially young players like Moody. The situation is most evident at the guard and forward positions. Stephen Curry will, as expected, dominate the point guard position, while Brandon Peake is likely to be his main partner in the starting lineup, taking up a significant portion of the minutes. This creates a dilemma for players like DeAnthony Melton, Buddy Hield, and Moses Moody, who may struggle to find substantial playing time. Moody, in particular, finds himself in an uncertain position, potentially being relegated to fourth in the guard and forward rotation, which limits his opportunities to showcase his true value. At forward, Jonathan Kuminga is expected to play a more significant role, possibly even as the second offensive option, despite still being in development. Andrew Wiggins, even after a decline in performance since the Warriors' championship, remains a valuable piece due to his high contract. The addition of Kyle Anderson to the team also needs to be considered in the rotation, creating even more competition for minutes. In this scenario, Moses Moody, although talented, risks being stuck on the bench due to a lack of space, which is unfortunate given his still explored potential. In the paint, the situation is similarly complicated. Draymond Green and Jonathan Kuminga will likely have to take on more minutes as centers, despite this not being their ideal position. Trayce Jackson-Davis emerges as one of the most promising centers on the current roster, but is still an uncertain bet. Kevon Looney, although a reliable player, seems to be on the decline and no longer offers the same defensive security as before. Kyle Anderson, despite his versatility, is not the ideal solution for facing elite NBA centers. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It's simple, free, and helps us a lot. Enable notifications to stay updated on all Warriors news. Thanks for your support. Let's continue with more information. In this context, the idea of bringing Walker Kessler to the Warriors gains traction. Kessler is a young center with strong defensive capabilities and potential to develop his mid-range shooting, which could make him the missing piece to complete the roster. The proposed deal involves sending Moses Moody, Kevon Looney, and a 2025 first-round pick to the Utah Jazz in exchange for Kessler. This trade would allow the Warriors to significantly bolster their interior defense while giving Moody the opportunity to develop in an environment where he would have more playing time. Kessler is often compared to a less athletic version of Rudy Gobert, but he is still an excellent rebounder and defender. Although he doesn't have Gobert's wingspan, making him slightly less effective at defending the pick and roll, his overall defensive presence is very solid. If he can develop his offensive game, particularly in terms of mid-range or even three-point shooting, Kessler could become an extremely valuable addition to the Warriors. In addition to improving the interior defense, the potential trade would also help address the surplus of players at the guard and forward positions, allowing for better utilization of the team's talents. This would result in a more balanced and efficient rotation, where key players would have consistent minutes and promising young players like Moody would have a chance to shine elsewhere. While there are many uncertainties, the strategy behind this trade is clear. Moses Moody, who currently struggles for space to show his potential with the Warriors, could thrive on a team like the Utah Jazz, where he would have a more prominent role. For the Warriors, acquiring Kessler would address a crucial need at the center position, strengthening the defense and offering more tactical flexibility to coach Steve Kerr. The ideal rotation for the Warriors remains an unknown, but Stephen Curry and Draymond Green will undoubtedly continue to be key pieces. With Kessler's addition, minutes could be redistributed to better capitalize on the team's strengths and minimize its weaknesses. Kessler, with his defense, could become the anchor the Warriors need in the paint, especially against opponents with dominant centers. In summary, this trade for Walker Kessler makes sense for both the present and future of the Warriors. It would address immediate issues with the interior defense while allowing Moses Moody to develop his game in a new setting, benefiting both sides. Kessler would fit well with the Warriors' culture, bringing youth, defense, and evolving offensive potential. On the other hand, the Jazz would receive a promising young player like Moody, who could stand out in a new environment. The roster adjustment after this trade could finally resolve the Warriors' good problem of depth, resulting in a more balanced and competitive rotation for the upcoming season. In the end, the Warriors have a golden opportunity to address one of their major weaknesses by acquiring Walker Kessler, while allowing Moses Moody to reach his full potential with another team. If executed well, this trade could be the move that brings the Warriors back to the top of the NBA, balancing youth, experience, and solid defense. That's it for today's video. Thanks for keeping up with Warriors news. If you enjoyed the content, give us a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with all the latest news and updates about the Warriors. Turn on notifications to always stay in the loop. See you next time.